Hello and welcome everybody. If you were drawn to click in this video, there is a message in here for you. So let's get into it. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Timestamps are down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in your piles. Toodles. Hello everybody who chose pile number 1 with the floral lighter. This is going to be your reading. The card you guys chose, this ash on the table. This card you guys chose is Think Things Through. So Spirit wants to make sure right now that you guys are putting real thought into the things that you are doing, making sure, I'm hearing commitments in my mind. So Spirit really wants to make sure that you are thinking through your commitments, the commitments that you make to other people and the commitments that you make to yourself. There is also something here about contracts and deals, especially those in business or deals that tie you with another person. It's really, really important around this time to make sure that you are reading the fine print metaphorically and physically. What does pile number 1 need to know? Spirits, angels, ancestors, and guides of pile number 1. Can you connect me deeper into their energy and tell me what do they need to know? I'll take it actually. And they both came out reversed. We have the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles. It seems like you have a choice here, and it's to go down 2 sides of a path. It's like you're at a forked road right now, a crossroads. And the reason why you need to think things through is because the 2 different approaches or the 2 different paths lead to very different versions of the goal that you're looking at or that you're working towards. Can you tell me more about this? Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing the song Clumsy by Fergie. You got me tripping, oh, stumbling, oh, tripping, oh, fumbling, clumsy, cause I'm falling in love, in love. But, and then I'm hearing especially the part, the girl can't help it, the girl can't help it. Now that whole song, first, and everybody here, their eyes are all closed. What is this message, Spirit? You're a little bit too comfortable in non-decision or indecision right now, and Spirit is calling you to be decisive. Spirit is saying that you cannot have both. It's sort of like if you're walking up to the road, you're not Elastigirl, right? You are not like the fucking guy from the Fantastic Four that can stretch all the way and be able to go down both paths. Spirit is saying you have to choose one, and it is time to make your choice. And this is very important for you. This is something emotionally fulfilling. It's interesting because the reading is very, very vague here, but that might be very much for a reason. Give me more details. Eight of Swords reversed with the wheel right here. Back of the deck, Six of Swords. It's like you know what you have to do, but moving towards it might feel a little difficult right now. Why is it so important to think things through here? So that you're not allowing, so that you're not allowing old situations, past hurts to dictate or to ruin what you have right now. Okay. You have to look at things with a new perspective, pile number 1. Yeah, the sun on the back of the deck, 4 of Cups. You guys are perhaps asking whether you should go down the route of newness because it looks like it would be more fulfilling. There's this energy of maybe you guys being in a place where it is more peaceful right now, but it feels boring. Spirit is wanting you to really to know that it's not that either of these roads or these options will be wrong for you, but they will both give you different things. Going down the one route will, it's like there's this energy of like you're already on the one path and you're asking if you should pivot over to the next path. And it's like, if you stay on the path that you're on right now, it might be a little bit boring. It might be, it might require a lot more work. It might be a little denser and a little heavier, but there is a feeling of stability in it. There is a feeling of emotional fulfillment and most of all, peace in this situation or on this route. Spirit is not saying that you should not deviate from this path, but Spirit is saying that if you do deviate from this path and you choose something different, make sure that that is what aligns with you, because it's going to bring you newness, but it is also you're going to be trading newness and novelty. I believe that that's the word. Newness and novelty for stability and peace. So it's not saying that this road will not lead you eventually to peace as well, but it's like you have something solid and rooted that you're on right now or that you're working on. The route that you're going down right now is solid and rooted, although it may be difficult, although it may not be fun all the time. This is long-term energy. The route that you're maybe looking at or flirting with right now is less rooted, more in the moment. It feels like fly by the seat of your pants, in the moment fun. And I'm not saying that it can't lead. So if we go down this route of newness, this newness and novelty route, will it eventually lead to the stability that we're looking for? We have the Strength and the 5 of Swords, back of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Yes, it will, but it's going to take a whole lot more mental work. It's kind of going to feel like you jumped from this path to that path in order to experience this newness and this fun. And then as soon as like that honeymoon phase of this chapter of your life is over, it's kind of going to start to feel like the situation that you're in right now. Not in terms of it being the same situation, because clearly it's not, but I feel like what might be going on and what might be giving you the jitters right now, or the I gotta move kind of energy, is a difficulty sitting in instability. I mean, a difficulty sitting in stability because it doesn't feel as exhilarating and as exciting as these new things. And maybe you guys have never experienced real deep stability. And so it might feel like it's stagnating. But really, you're just secured into a new baseline. And Spirit's asking you, are you going to sit with this and continue to grow on this path and, move and shift with this path as it moves and shift with you? Or are you going to choose to redirect yourself and shift where you're going a little bit. Because like I keep on wanting to say all paths lead home, but I don't think that that's the energy here. It's like you guys are looking for a specific picture. Let's just say, very blanketed, you want a relationship. And of course, this does not have to be what you want. You want a relationship with a person that's XYZ. Going down the route that you're down right now is absolutely going to lead you to that. It might just be harder to recognize when that thing happens because it's more organic, it's more natural, it's a smoother transition because you've already worked through a lot of what you need to work through on this path. On the other path, if you decide to redirect yourself, you will still get a version of exactly what you want. You know, it will still be just as fulfilling, but it might feel like you're kind of restarting the progress over again. And that might be exactly what you need, or that might be something that you're not interested in. And it's really depending on who's here listening and what you truly want for you. What does Spirit have to say? Yeah, these are all choice cards. All of these are choice cards. Choose what brings you the most fulfillment. Choose what you can see fulfilling you most deeply. Where does your heart call you to? Ask your heart space and listen to the feelings it gives you. For some of you, it's going to feel like a physical pull or a density that accumulates around the option. All right. Let me get a piece of advice from the universe, please, for pile number 1. We have, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. And we have, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Yeah, we're really working through the depths of what is peace. What does that mean for me? What is love? What does that mean for me? Where do I feel safe? And where do I feel led? All right. This message was a little cryptic, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like that's exactly what you needed, and that's exactly how it wanted to be said. So I hope that this reading resonated with you guys, and if it did, hopefully I see you in the next one. Toodles. Hello, if you guys chose pile number 2 with the cupcake lighter, this is going to be your reading. Oh shoot, let me get pile number 1 stuff out of your way. All right. Your card is Make Necessary Sacrifices. Let's get some information with the tarot. What does pile number 2 need to know? High Priestess, that wants to be right there. No, I'm not taking it. It's too many cards. Thank you. High Priestess, the Emperor. Justice reverse. Where are you being too firm in your life? Where do you know that you need to ease up or look into the mirror? There's something here that feels like your spirits and your guides are asking you to have more discernment on. Having more discernment on where you end and other people begin. So there might be an energy here about enmeshment, but that is a very small message here, so that might only apply to some people. There's also a message of being able to properly discern what is on you or what you are at fault for and what others are at fault for, and also having grace. There's some sort of amount of grace that needs to be had with yourself and with others here. And there is a lot of shadow work that I see being done, a lot of clouds stripping away, a lot of messages coming through. And I see like these as two different people. Like I do see all of these cards as representing you, but I do see these two as two different people. You might be connecting with somebody in the astrals right now, either intentionally or unintentionally. And I feel like it's like spirit is sort of guiding somebody. I'm hearing, I'm coming back to you, back to you, back to you. And you know something, 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 something to. It's called Back to You by Russ. Somebody is being led back to you, or spirit is teaching somebody. I heard humbling, but it really feels like spirit is teaching somebody a lesson in loving you. Whether this is teaching an ex a lesson in loving you by giving them their karma, or teaching a current or even a future partner how to love you by giving them their own experiences in which they need to go through in order to, it's like spirit is sort of shaping something for you. Can I clarify this Emperor? Clarify the High Priestess and the Emperor too. Thank you. Ten of Swords reversed. Queen of Pentacles. There's somebody here that is not wanting to let you go. How do you want to come out? How do you want to come out? It keeps on wanting to come out sideways, so we'll take it. We'll take that into consideration. For justice. Thank you. The Lovers. This absolutely could be about a relationship. The Hanged Man. Spirit is wanting you to take a step back to see how to address whatever situation this is. This is a situation that calls for self-mastery, and it also calls for a lot of balance and discernment. Like, this is knowing you and knowing your person. This is sort of like I kind of see two people on their own individual journey right here, with each other in mind. You and somebody are going through like a very, very intense upgrade. And her holding on to his dreads really makes me think of like the way that they connect in the Avatar movies. Like how they connect to like their dragons and stuff like that. It feels like a deep primal connection that you share with somebody here. And spirit is coming in to bring the guidance, but spirit is also very much telling you like you need to go within and you need to do some shadow work. There might be like an energy here of like, like, you know, I'm healed. I know me. I know better. I'm aware of myself, and it's this other person that needs to change. And spirit is saying, well, if everything, I just heard this so clearly, so sorry, don't shoot the messenger, but it's like, if everything in your life keeps on coming to a halt, or keeps on looking like it's doing good, and then all of a sudden going right back to bullshit, what is the common denominator? What is the common variable? It's you. It's you, honey. It's you. Not saying that, this is not ever saying that you are the only variable, the only issue, the only source of problems or dysfunction or blockages. But this is saying, especially with this Justice in reverse and this Emperor coming out, that you might be sitting a little too high on your high horse pile, number 2, when there's some real deep recognition that needs to happen in order for spirit to work its magic. That's what they're saying. You're asking us for help, but we can't help you unless you help yourself. You're asking us for help, but you keep on doing the same things we keep telling you not to do. You're asking us for help, but you keep on, and now I'm hearing the song, you just keep on taking me back. What the hell is it? And I don't know why you do, 'cause I'm no good to you. And you just keep on taking me back. Two of Cups reversed. Oh, I wanted to take this. You know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. Even though we just had that on the back of the deck. Two more cards. Spirit is like, because you didn't do this, we're stepping in. Spirit might be really dismantling a lot of things for you right now. You might notice that in areas where you were trying to take control or where you were stagnant, Spirit is forcing certain things to the front to be addressed, to be honored, to be seen and acknowledged. Back of the deck is the Eight of Swords, or like you can't run from this anymore. Like you can't run from this anymore. Like you have to be willing to see where you are also the issue. You have to be willing to see where you are also the problem. There might be also like an energy of like insensitivity here. You could have gone through or dealt with some sort of situation or some sort of energy for a while, and now you have become very insensitive to maybe another person or another party here. And Spirit is saying, well, that doesn't work if you're going to collaborate. That doesn't work if you're going to be business partners. That doesn't work if you're going to have this person in your life. It doesn't work if you're going to be this person's partner. It's like, if you want this collaboration, you're going to have to make the necessary sacrifices, and the necessary sacrifices right here are recognizing that maybe you still have work to do. And focusing fully inward before criticizing another person. This is allowing somebody to make their own mistakes, do their own shit, show up how they will or won't, and allow them to learn their own lessons, because right now that's exactly what you should be doing too. Like whatever situation you're asking about, if you're asking about another person, whoever you're asking about or thinking about, whoever's on your mind, both of you need to be in like this energy of like co-creation, but focused on yourself. It's like we're working on two halves of the same project, but I don't need your input and you don't need my input. Actually, if you gave me your input and I gave you my input, it would totally mess up the project. You know nothing about my half and I know nothing about your half. Let's fix our own halves and then we'll come together, talk about it, and then put it together cohesively. That's the kind of energy that Spirit is asking for you guys to have here, or that's where Spirit says this situation needs to be. And if you keep on trying to push it to be more collaborative than it needs to be right now, you are going to end up, things are going to end up falling apart. There needs to be a healthy sense of detachment and a pulling back into yourself here. Can I get a little bit more advice on this? Anything else you want to say, Spirit? The Sun. One more card, please. And the Hermit. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Back of the deck, Six of Wands. So Spirit is saying that this could be exactly what you want it to be. It could happen exactly how you want it to happen. But we need to be able to see it for what it is right now. We can't be like, yeah, I know that this could be what I want it to be, or I know that this is going, you know, like you can't see it as the end result when you're in the middle of construction. That's kind of the energy that's coming in right here. All right, let's get some advice for you guys. Energy flows where my intention goes. Yeah, so if you keep on focusing on trying to fix, you're just going to conjure up more things to fix. If you focus on dealing with your own shit right now, loving yourself, making yourself whole, then that is going to be what feeds this into becoming what you actually want it to be. Because the more you focus on the thing, is actually the more you're focusing. It's sort of like the more you're feeding into whatever dysfunction is there. There's a need to redirect your attention, to take your attention off of this, so that there's like a lot of connotations that come up when you think about this person or this situation or whatever, and you need to release those things. Or in order to release those things, right now you're just going to have to take your mind off of it. Okay? And it says, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. We got that for pile number 1 as well. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, I would definitely suggest going to watch it. All right? I hope that resonated for you guys, pile number 2. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles. Hello, pile number 3. You guys chose like the swirly, colorful lighter. Let me get pile number 2 stuff out of your way. All right, let's get into your reading. The card that you guys chose is Seek Hidden Treasure. I'm hearing the song Boyfriend by Dove Cameron. I could be a better boyfriend than him. Let's see. What do pile number 3 needs to know? And I'm hearing that one verse where she's like, I never would have left you alone, here on your own, glued to your phone. Never would have left you alone for someone else to take you home. There's somebody could be watching you, could be keeping tabs on you, or you could be watching or keeping tabs on someone. I heard it's a crush. I don't know why I heard it like that. So, what is this? 6 of Cups reversed, 2 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The universe must have divined this. You could be going from a toxic relationship into a very healthy relationship, and it might be a little bit hard for you to discern that. You might be reading green flags as red flags, you know, because that's what happens sometimes when our nervous system is so used to dysfunction, and used to especially equating dysfunction with connection. Our red flag detector in our mind can sometimes go colorblind. Sometimes it thinks that reds are blues and greens are purples, and you know, that's the sort of energy that I'm kind of getting here. It's like, I want to be all in on this. I am excited by this. I am exhilarated by this, but I am forcing myself to keep my excitement contained. I'm forcing myself to keep my happiness on lockdown. I'm forcing myself to not show that I'm as emotionally affected as I am, because I don't want this to be ruined. I don't want this to pan out the way that other things have for me. And with the Seek Hidden Treasure card, I feel like what Spirit is saying is like, you have to stop equating the present with the past. With the 6 of Cups being reversed and the 2 of Swords being reversed, the 4 of Cups being upright. This is like Spirit saying this is new. This is something different. This is something good, but you're looking at it through the lens of the past, and that is what is keeping you from realizing the treasure beneath the roof or the rock or whatever. It's sort of like I'm seeing somebody like crack open a geode. A geode looks like a big fucking rock. You crack it open and it's such a beautiful crystal. Like that's what Spirit is kind of telling you. It might feel like things are happening really fast. Your mind might be making a lot of mental connections that you don't even realize are happening. You might also notice that like your bodily reactions, the things that you say, or rather the things that you don't say or that you keep in, it's sort of like, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why didn't I say that? Why did I react like that? Somebody could do something nice for you and you can react a little standoffish or jumpy or hesitant, and it's like you ask yourself, why am I doing that? it's important for you to recognize right now that a lot of what you're going through is that really difficult transition between patterns of toxic, between living out or being in situations that require for you to be hyper vigilant, and then finally stepping into something that requires you to actually be soft. And that is such a rough transition. That is the most difficult transition ever. When I had to make that transition, and I'm still in the midst of it, it really made me realize that I was more traumatized by the things that I've gone through and the relationships that I've dealt with than I thought I was. It made me recognize that, oh, maybe I'm not looking at this new person as this new person. Maybe I am looking at this new person through the lens of past people or past actions or past situations. This doesn't have to be about a person. It could be about a job opportunity or something like that. But we're just using the energy that comes up here. Spirit. Oh, goodness. The Tower. It's like you're unsure of how this will turn out, and you're really, really afraid of it turning out bad. So you would kind of not deal with it. It's like I would rather keep my feelings inside than tell them about my feelings and being rejected. I would rather, you know, constantly be hypervigilant and constantly be looking for something than to get, you know, betrayed or fucked over. There's just this energy of I would rather keep myself a little suppressed. I would rather not fully enjoy it just in case it does end up getting taken away from me. And Spirit is saying that while that is understandable, while it is completely valid, it is also, that mindset is also, or that way of moving about the world, moving about this connection, moving about this situation, is actually holding you back from the fulfillment that you're wanting. Yeah. Needing to release the old understanding of what things are concretely and open yourself to the possibility of things being different. Even, like, you don't have to sit here and gaslight yourself and be like, oh, this is going to be amazing, this is going to be beautiful, I'm never going to get hurt again. You don't have to do that, and honestly, it's not recommended. What's recommended here is being completely honest with yourself, saying, you know, I've been through X, Y, and Z before. X, Y, and Z was fucking horrendous. It was horrible. It hurt. I hated it. It was a bad process. I don't ever want to go through that again. And I'm going to have to risk that if I want the fulfillment that I want. The fulfillment that I want. Fuck. Fuck, say it again. Like, that's literally pile number 3. They literally said, like, yeah, you gotta deal with this in order to get to this, honey. Look, and it's all in your hands. Spirit is saying this is up to you, baby. How is it gonna go? How is it gonna go? Are you gonna look? We got the counterparts here, the Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Are you going to allow the past to bleed into your present? Or are you going to let yourself take a leap of faith? Let yourself do something different. Let yourself look at it differently. Let yourself be held. It's really hard to allow ourselves to be held if we've only ever known people dropping us. Imagine you do a trust fall with 10 different people. Every single time they walk away and they allow you to fall flat on your back. This person is not going to do that. This situation, this opportunity is not going to be one of those fake out situations. But you have to trust it, or you're not going to give it the chance to actually be and grow into what it can be. Chariot. You have to give it the chance. It is a choice. It is a choice. What do you choose? Fear or faith? Let's get a couple messages from the universe, and then we're going to wrap this up. We have, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. And then we have, I am the loving energy of the universe. Back deck. We have, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Align with love and not fear, homie. All right, I love that for you guys, pile number 3. I really, really do. And if you loved it too, I hope to see you in the next one. Toodles.